Let's do 30 minutes of non-stop, high-intensity interval training. What's up? I'm Preston. Let's do a warm-up, then we are not stopping for 30 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me. The warm-up starts as usual with the upper body, elbows, big arm circles, then the other direction. Maybe add a little bounce in your legs, then arm circles other direction. Hope you are having a great day today. If not, let's make it a great day. Just follow along. We end with some squats, lower body warm up. Then we do 30 minutes of non-stop high intensity interval training. The weights are optional. I'll try and add them in with some of the exercises. So we're going to shuffle side to side first exercise, then touch the mat. Shuffle over to the other, touch the mat. Once you have that, you could add some speed. If shuffling side to side is too much today, you could just stand in the center, hop it in, hop it out, some touchdowns, like so. Otherwise, shuffle side to side, starting already to warm up that heart rate, raise that heart rate, plyometric movements right off the bat. Side to side, touching the mat on each lateral movement. All right, squat hold with a pull down. Feet hip distance apart, we squat down low, reach our arms up to the sky, pull it down, stay down here, pull it down. Option to use the weight. Squat low, reach the weight up, pull it down. So I'm really squatting in a deep squat here. My butt is as low as my knees, or maybe a little bit lower. Showing you again without the weight. We do each exercise for about a minute. If you need a rest break, just come up to standing. Then you get back into it. Remember, there are no rest breaks programmed into this one. So, if you need a rest break, pause the video. Burpee with a slow negative. So we hop up, hop out, hold the plank, slow negative, push down, and then back up, hop out, plank, slow on the way down, normal on the way up. Option, you could do these on your knees, slow on the way down, normal on the way up. You could walk it in, you could step it up, you could reach it up, and then walk it back out, slow negative, back up, or hop it up, hop it out, slow negative. That wasn't that slow. All right, squat with an overhead reach. Let's do this one again. This time, let's squat down low and just hold the reach. So before we were pulling it up and down, this time we're going to get into a really deep squat first. I want you to take your time, get as low as you possibly can in that squat before you reach it up. See if you can almost get your butt to touch the mat. You could help your balance out with this, with the arms out straight. You want to try and not hunch forward. You want to try and keep the flattest, straightest back that you can with your arms up to the sky or out to center. You could also lock your elbows into your knees. All right, bear with knee-ins. First, we go into a bear position. Come to all fours, lift your knees just a couple of inches off the mat, then drive one knee in, back out. So we're just driving the knee in maybe 6 inches or so. towards the wrists, and then back out slow and controlled here. The knees never touch the mat. We stay in that solid, strong bear position with our navel towards our spine, our back nice and flat. If you need to take a break, just lower your knees for a second, then come back up, drive those knees in. Exhale on the knee drive, inhale on the way back. Nice work. All right, plank, army crawl, forward and backward. How do we do that? Well, first I'm gonna kick my weights out of the way. Let's do forearm plank, army crawl forward. So we just crawl forward while we stay in this plank. We keep our butt nice and low at the end of your mat. Reassess your plank, lower your hips, keep them in line with your butt. Try and keep your knees off the mat the entire time. Hold the plank at each end for maybe a second or two. This routine guaranteed to burn tons of calories in just 30 minutes, making great use of your time and improving your fitness. All right, curtsy, reach up, reach down. We'll do one side first, so take your right foot behind your left foot, curtsy, lunge down, reach up, reach down. We'll do one side for half the time, and then we'll switch. Keep that going. I'll show you with the weight what it looks like. Curtsy lunge, reach up, reach down. Let's switch, left foot behind the right. Hips stay pointed forwards. Back knee nice and low, only doing one side at a time. Come up to standing each time. You do the curtsy lunge, chest stays upright, nice, tall and proud. All right, standing long jump to a quick back pedal. All right, so you stand, long jump forward, quick back pedal. There's many ways to say this one. We do many different variations of this one on the channel. So you jump forward, you land softly, you land deep, and then you shuffle back quickly. If you're not jumping, you can step forward, squat low, stay low, shuffle back, then switch your foot. Big step forward, the other foot, stay low, shuffle back. Nice work. Low plank with a punch. By low plank, we mean forearm plank. First, you get your forearm plank nice and strong. Then you reach forward and punch slowly. You want to try and keep your hips level as you reach out and in. You want to punch slowly. Keep your hips low in line with your butt. You could do this one on your knees. Still uses abs to get the job done, even while on your knees. I'm getting a little wobbly over here. All right, starfish crunch. We have a couple of options. You could do this one on your mat or off your mat. On your mat or standing up. Let's do this one lying down on your mat. Make your body into a starfish, and then we'll take the opposite hand, the opposite foot. It's just like an X up. So you have this version or standing. body into a starfish, opposite hand, opposite knee, or opposite hand, opposite foot. So you have a couple of options. I prefer to like the one down on the mat because it makes me control my roll up and roll down. All right, side to side, twisting jumps. We start on one side of the mat. We hop over to the other as we twist. So we jump, do a twist, jump, do a twist. If the twisting is too much, just give me squat jumps. If the jumping is too much, just give me squat with 3 pulses, then come to standing. So you have a few options here. You have the lateral twist jump. You have the squat jumps, or you have the squats with 3 pulses. I need a sip of water. All right. We are just going to do squat pulses for this round. Come to the center of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Squat down as low as you can. Squat pulses. We just stay low doing squat pulses. If you need a break, come up. You could also use a weight, hold the weight, goblet squat pulses. So completely up to you what you want to do, either weight or no weight. Side view for the pulses, just pulsing up and down, an inch or 2. Nice. All right, plank into downward facing dog. Straight arm plank. Hold the plank for a couple of seconds. Then lift your hips up. Look at your feet. Downward dog. Back to the plank for 2. Downward dog for 2. Glasses are falling off here. Let me readjust. Hold each position for a couple of seconds. Strong plank, hips in line with the shoulders, abs engaged, then hips up to the sky. When you lift your hips up to the sky, really try and suck your belly button into your spine, tightening your abs, getting that nice point. What in the world did that say? Diagonal reach, knees in. Okay. We reach over to the diagonal and we drive the knee in. So I'm reaching over to my left and then I drive my right knee in. My left foot stays pointed forward, slow and controlled. My right foot barely touches the mat. Let's switch legs. Now I'm reaching over to my right as my left foot drives in. Slowly, slowly. Nice work. Nice work. Same idea, but now we'll add a lunge with a knee drive. So we will reverse lunge our left leg back only first, and then come up with a knee drive without putting that left foot down. Go back into your lunge, hinge forward a little bit more, knee drive it in. So I'm hinged forward a little bit, driving my knee towards my chest. I'm balancing on my right foot. All right, let's switch legs, do the other side. So right foot lunges back, knee nice and low to the mat. Then I come in, staying at a diagonal the entire time. Slow and controlled. We could have done this one with a weight, You could hold the weight in your hand if you want, or no weights, just the knee drive. Plank up downs with a twist open. So we'll start with a straight arm plank, down to a forearm plank up, then twist open. Then we do down, forearm plank, up, twist open. Try and alternate your hands. Which hand goes down first? Which hand comes up first? Of course, alternate the sides. Last 10, knees not touching the mat. All right, reverse lunge with a kick. Fix my mic. You have the option here to hold the weight if you want, or no weight. We'll do reverse lunge with the left side first. Forward kick. Reverse lunge, back knee nice and low. Forward kick forward. You can hold the weight here. You can hold the weight above your head, or no weight at all. Whatever you're doing, let's switch legs. So now the right leg lunges back with that kick forward. Try and get that leg straight on the kick, and then back knee nice and low to the mat. All right, tricep plank hold. So we will focus on using our triceps for this one. Let's see, how can we do this? Really working our triceps here. Maybe lean forward a little bit so you're a little bit more forward in your tricep plank. Or we could do this variation, which I like a lot. So you could either hold it here, or you can press up using your triceps into a straight arm plank, and then lower your elbows back to the mat, slow and controlled, using your triceps. Lift up, lower down. I really like this one because it forces you to distribute your weight evenly, because chances are you can't hold your weight on one tricep. Let's do a side lunge with the knee drive this time. So first we'll lunge out to the right, then drive the knee in. You have another option like this, little twist, little twist. We'll do one more on this side, then let's switch legs. So now we're lunging out to the left, butt goes back, either knee up to the sky or knee drive in. You have a couple of options, knee up or knee in. You could alternate like I'm doing. Nice work. Push-ups and half plank. So, just looking at the time here. Push-ups and half plank. So we'll do whatever numbers are on your screen. I'm going to do 2 push-ups and then half plank. So hold it halfway, half plank, back to 2 push-ups for me. And then I'll do 2 half planks, so halfway down, back up, halfway down, back up. 2 standard push-ups, chest all the way to the mat. Then lower down halfway, hold it for a second or 2. Then back up, lower down halfway, hold it for a second and 2. Back up. Nice work. All right, reverse lunge with a kick. We'll do this one again. Why not? So we'll do half on one side, half on the other. To be honest, I think we were supposed to do one side on the first round and then the other side on the second round, but that's okay. Let's switch legs. It equals the same amount of work. This is a free exercise stream, free every day. I'll never charge anything. I'll never ask you to buy anything. However, sometimes we might do a couple of things twice. Because side star plank, you could do a straight arm side star plank or come down to your forearm, lift the leg, side star plank. So whatever version you want to do, reach the arm out, reach the leg out, hip height, arm by the ear. Let's switch sides, either straight arm, side star plank, or you have the forearm, side star plank. Try and keep the leg lifted. Try and keep the arm making that star shape. Nice work. Single glute hops. Let's try this one on the mat. I'm not really sure how effective or how good this will feel. Let's try it though. So left leg up to the sky, right foot in the mat, arms down by your side. You're gonna hop your right foot off the mat just a couple of inches. Use your arms to brace yourself. Try and keep your hips lifted. And let's switch legs. What do you think of this one? I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It doesn't really feel... So the glute bridge I understand, but the hop, like I feel it working my calf a little bit, my hamstring a little bit. I don't know. Side star planks yet again. All right, now I get it. We should have been just doing one side then the other side. But we are alternating sides on each exercise, so it's completely okay. Same work. So side star plank one side, then we'll switch halfway through. It actually makes more sense to do it the other way. Let's switch halfway through. It makes sense to do it the other way. 1 minute doing one side, then another minute doing the other side, because you don't waste time really transitioning, I guess. I don't know. Either way, we're getting about the same amount of work, and this one is challenging no matter how you do it. Whew. Oh, single glute hops. Let's do it alternating once again. Actually, let's just do glute bridges. I feel like they're more effective, more time under tension. Right leg up to the sky, other heel close to your butt, lift it up, and we'll pulse up, small little pulses. I feel this is more effective, these small little pulses. Let's switch legs. Let me know what you think. More time under tension, more control is needed, less jarring movement. I feel like all of those same muscles are working just as hard, if not harder, than the actual hopping. So I might delete this hop exercise. All right, squat with a rotation punch. So we squat down low. All right, this goes in my pocket. We squat down low, and then we punch one side, turning that back knee, come up, squat down low, other side, come up, And then when you really have it, you can get that knee really low to the mat, and you can twist and punch at the same time. Last 10. Nice work. All right, push up with a back extension. Let me get this on my butt. Walk out to a push-up position. We'll do one push-up and then lower your hips to the mat. We could do an upward facing dog for the back extension. Lift the hips back up to the plank. One push-up, one back extension. You could do whatever stretch you want here. You could do one push-up. You could do a child's pose. You could do one push-up. You could do a runner's lunge. Now we have to do the other side. Push-up, runner's lunge to the other side. You can really do whatever stretch you want here. The back extension is good because we did a lot of flexion. All right, leg sweep, 90-90 hips, kneeling. All right, so come with your legs 90-degree angle here, 90-degree angle here. Come up to kneeling. So twist that leg under, sweep the leg forward and back. So you want to try and get that front leg about to your knee and then back. And then let's switch legs. I wonder if this one will be one side and then the other side. So same idea, hand supporting, other leg up to hip height or as high as you can get it. This one, I do not have the same flexibility. So I'm sweeping my leg as much as I can forward. You could do one hand or two hands on the mat or other hand on your hip. All right, bulldozer plank. Make your arms parallel to each other. And start at the back of your mat. We could hold the bulldozer plank with our arms. How would you say that? Perpendicular. And then, like a bulldozer, we could walk one forearm in front of the other until we get to the top of the mat. And then we can reverse that, staying in that bulldozer plank. Go as far as you want before stopping for a second and reversing the direction of your bulldozer. Nice work. Punch over, punch under, come to standing. So first we punch to the left, punch to the right, and punch towards the right foot, left foot. So it's punch side to side, and then hinging forward, punch towards your foot. A little cardio move, a little oblique move, twist on that back foot. All right, standing knee and toe taps. The number's on your screen. I'm gonna do 4 knee and 4 toe taps. I'll show you from the side view. So standing knee, 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 toe, toe. So opposite hand, opposite foot, then straight leg, trying to get that hand to touch the opposite knee. You can keep your arms up to the sky, touching the knees, then touching the toes. Or you don't have to keep your hands up. You can drive your elbows to your knees if you'd like. Nice work. All right, traveling mountain climbers, we're going to move side to side on the mat. First, get your mountain climber started, so strong straight arm plank. Drive the knees in, and then, if your hand doesn't stick to the mat, travel over to one side, travel over to the other side. The ground is kind of wet, so my mat is like sticking to my hands. You have an option to just do the mountain climbers in place, or you can just hold the plank, whatever you want, keep it going. I'm gonna try and keep on traveling, even though my mat isn't cooperating. Nice. And that is it, y'all. 30 minutes of non-stop interval training. I'm kind of out of breath. Great job, though. You did outstanding. I did all right. Let's do a cool down. Let's add some shoulder rolls, elbows, and arm circles. I was congratulating you during the cool down. We should really be doing the cool down first and then the congratulations. Let's twist side to side a little bit. However, I'll congratulate you twice today. Reach your arms up, forward fold, slowly roll it on up. All right, let me congratulate you again on that 30 minutes of high intensity interval training. Like I said earlier, you did outstanding. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are live every weekday where we do a different style of exercise. If you found the workout good, please give it a like.